Hello, good evening. Welcome to F3. My name's Jack Bailey, and we join as Bios has spun onto the blue stuff. We do have the blue stuff. We do have Darius with us, the goat, as usual.
Race!
Yeah, well, yeah. Apparently, he's just won a race. Congratulations. First of the season, right?
Yeah.
Not bad at all. Not bad at all.
As Stevie wisely used the party.
Yeah. It's about 20th different winner in what on earth?
Yeah.
Lucas with a hard N has gone out on Inters and actually set a lap time. Has he got a quali ban or? I mean, if he has, is not, you know, well, that's it. I don't know what to say.
I don't know. It's a bit of a strange one. But...
Well, if he does have a quali ban, he's not supposed to set a lap, so he can't have a quali ban. But he's gone out on the Inters. 1:33.5.
We don't know about.
It's not a bad time,
Lucas,
to be honest.
The other Lucas Zifraniak, that's a 1:29.1. That would
Excellent.
Put him. Well, wouldn't it would it put him on pole in F4? It would have actually.
Yeah.
Danny Stroll, our newest driver on the grid, has set a 1:29.5.
Very decent.
And Mendelssohn already sticks his nose in there to P2, provisional P2 with a 1:29.1040.
Standard stuff. Colin Lyons up there as well. Nice job, mate, on the mediums. He loves to do this. Start on the mediums. We'll watch him. He is on a hot lap. A few yellow flags everywhere. I think people are just getting out of each other's way. There's loads of yellow flags, in fact. The whole track's yellow. Not good at all.
I am tired after that race. Do you ever notice after racing, like you're just sweaty, you're tired, you're like, you just need a moment just to kind of like recharge the battery, so to speak.
Mate, I need a whole weekend, I don't know about a moment. I keep watching this clip with Tim, and I'm pretty sure it's my fault, if anyone's. So.
Oh, really?
Well, I'll send it you, but I think yes, I wasn't entitled. It didn't give me any space, but I don't think I wasn't really alongside enough to be entitled to any anyway. So it doesn't matter.
That's very fair of you to say. Oh my god. As 3 rounds left in the season, including this one, as we begin the Middle Eastern part of our calendar. With this week we were in Bahrain, next week we will be in Losail in Qatar, and finally in one of what's probably the best street track in the game at the moment, or an F1 in Jeddah for a finale in Saudi Arabia. Questionable, you know, it's been a questionable few races there in the last few years, but like the first year happened in Jeddah, there was, well, brake testing and 4 red flags, whatever it was. Last year there was missiles like 10 minutes away from the track, but the track itself is fine. Hopefully none of that will happen in PS F3 in 3 weeks' time.
Fingers crossed.
Back to the matter at hand. Most drivers have set a banker lap or a provisional first lap, with only 5 drivers left to do so. Fifcio, Isfad, Bios, Stevie and Rice. Stevie, fresh off F4 there. Unfortunately, he had pole position and then DNF'd in turn 4, lap 1, and just lost the car, unfortunately for him. Rapid pace, great guy, very good racecraft as well. Let's see what they can do.
Oh, McLaren. So what time did he set in F4? Like 1:29.4 was it? So that would put him sort of P6 in and around that area. So yeah, could be competing for points. Interesting. Quite a lot of this grid actually is not really that much quicker than F4 at the minute, but it is only the first lap, so.
It's only the first lap. It's that track ramp.
Nice job, mate, though. 1:29.4 on the mediums. I don't know why he always does this on the mediums the first run. It's like it's almost a waste of a run, and it gets his eye in perhaps, but you know, you do them on the softs, he's probably on pole. So.
He's probably this is probably his practice.
True. That's what I normally do, but sadly not today. Excuse me.
As Zuchal will be arriving on the scene.
Zuchal.
Darth Anakin, he's angry Anakin again, changed his profile picture back.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately for him.
DNF'd. Rejoined on my face.
Rejoined on his face.
Well, I don't mind it because it's Zuchel, so I'll let him rejoin on my face.
On
He can rejoin on my face any day. Anyway, moving on. Who are we watching? Stevie's probably on a lap, is he now? He's on an out lap, 12 seconds, or in lap, sorry, 12 seconds behind. Fifth Joe, is he on a lap? Yes, he's just set to 131.1. Zuchol has joined. We do like to support our F4 boys. Stevie and Zuchol today. Isfod as well, of course. He's normally here. Who else? No one today, really. Ronson, obviously, commentator. Oh, is Stevie and Ronson are teammates? Fantastic. Watching.
Oh, no, I'm just reading the chat.
Oh, what's happening? Am I being accused of collusion?
No, not this time.
Oh, good, good.
Callum Lyons doesn't think he can go on pole position today. Is in provisional P3 though, so maybe he can go in pole position.
He can. He's in a Ferrari. Anything's possible.
That's very true.
The other Ferrari, Lugat's 130.3 at the moment. What's he doing? He's on outlap, so we'll watch him in a moment. Ronson also on outlap, just ahead of him. Oh, there's a little bit of needle between those guys. I think I've said before, there's a little bit of needle between Ronson and everybody, but you know, certainly them guys have come together a couple of times, I think. So we might see fireworks in the race. I did. Sorry, carry on.
No, please.
I was just saying, I did request of Yeast last week to go back to his normal dive bomb strategies, just for pure entertainment, so we may see a little bit of chaos from Yeast today.
As Zuchol has taken his old Alpine. Matthew, about to start his hot lap, and I am watching him, so I don't know if you're going to.
You watch Ronson, I'm making a coffee.
Nice. As Matthew takes turn 1 here in third gear, that's quite clean from him into second now. Up we go. Traction heavy zone here. Coming down the second DRS zone of the lap, braking around the 100-meter board, dropping the car into fourth gear. Actually drops into third. Is he in manual gears? I don't know. Another traction heavy zone, turn 4 here, very famous between Verstappen and Hamilton. Coming into the S's now in sector 2, currently up on his time by 600ths. Now, tricky traction zone here, have to pick your line. Can easily get a wobble there, as Matthew does, unfortunately for him. Coming to the infamous turn 10 with the curb on the right, also known as the curb of death in the last few games. Probably the heaviest braking zone in the whole of the F1 calendar. Now, DRS wide open. The rear wing is currently played down. Coming into turn 11 now, braking around the 50-meter board, coming in, dropping to fourth gear. That's pretty clean from Matthew there. A bit of curb, but it's okay. Flat out through this long, sweeping right-hander. Now, another tricky little zone here to get. Takes that very cleanly. Actually hits the apex for once. Good job, Matthew. Coming up to the last straight into our final corner. Going to brake around the 100-meter board. Drop in the car in fourth gear. Pick your line. Miss the curb. Takes a bit of it, and that's going to compromise him as he has a little bit of wheel spin there. And that is going to be a 130, I think? No, a 129.6 to put him provisional P9.
I have to say, that was absolutely lovely commentary, Darius.
I've improved, I think. Thank you.
It was wonderful. Making the coffee, I can visualise everything. Absolutely fantastic. Martin Brundle, eat your heart out. Where's my controller? I need to get off Ronson. Who do we want to watch now?
Nice job is on a lap at the moment as he fast and furious Tokyo drifts through turn 10, which is the quicker way to do it.
There we go.
Turn 11, takes the car in fifth gear. That's pretty nice. As we hear Jack stirring up his coffee. How many sugars are you taking in your coffee, Jack?
One, mate, just one.
Just one? You're already sweet enough.
Yeah, this is it.
Martin 6/10 up in his lap, nearly 7. This is going to be close to pole. Lovely exit there from Martin. No wheel spin on the lap corner. And that's going to be a 128.522 for provisional pole position.
What a time. Good driver, that bloke.
Yeah, he's alright. He was very happy to get a mention in the weekly write-up.
What write-up?
Preparation. Does nobody check the server? I do a weekly write-up.
Where?
In the events tab.
Ah. I must have that muted. You should tell people this.
No, it's like on the top of the server where it says events. It's not you can't mute it. You just say one event.
One event.
It should say events on now, actually.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, this write-up's incredible, mate. Wow. I don't think no one really looks at that, or well, I don't, or reads it. You should put that in announcements or something. That's quite good.
Okay, I'll take a screenshot and put it in announcements. Oh, I couldn't be bothered.
All this time. Have we done this all season?
I don't know. Like when I have time.
Nice.
It's just all about building the hype for each weekend of racing in Ero.
We might get more viewers if people knew about that.
To be honest, like, last few races have been pretty good. Okay, like, Silverstone wasn't a great race, but, like, F3 was a fantastic race to watch.
Oh, unreal.
Wasn't it?
One of the best.
And
They're
like,
just competitive racing all the time, wasn't there? Stevie pops up into P11 just behind Rongson. Oh, tasty. Rongson is quick, though, in fairness.
Well, Matthew's going to... What's the over-under today for Matthew's reports?
Oh, I think...
7? 6?
Oh, I was going to go 3, so...
3, okay.
Oh, wow.
As Lucas Zafraniak is the only driver in the top 10 to be on a lap, apart from now Danny Stroll is starting his, I think. Lucas is slightly up on his time, coming into the final corner. It says he set a purple sector 2, but we don't know if that's true or not. Anyway, into the last corner. Let's see his line. Pretty clean.
Ooh.
Gets a bit of wheel spin on the exit, though, unfortunately.
Yeah, lose a lot. Oh, he pits.
He pits.
It must have been, significantly down, wasn't he? So...
it said he was up on my screen,
I don't know. Well, I think he was up at sector 2, but I made a mess of the last few corners. Because when he went to the pits, it was already 129, so he's obviously had issues. Who is still out? Zuchal is pitting. He's a good guy. He's a good guy.
Bartholomew Zuchnik, I think.
Goat, that's how you pronounce it. Oh, Lou gets the steams into the pits there. It's 50 out, not on that, 1.7 down, not to make that up. Stevie 18.6 down. He might make that up, but we'll see at the end of the lap. Danny Stroll, I don't think, is on a hot lap. I think everybody is just about to leave the pits for their final
looks like it.
Flying run.
Apart from Lewis, but it looks like he's stuck.
Who?
Ferrari pit crew. He's stuck with the Ferrari pit crew, unfortunately, wheeling his car back in.
He won't make it back out, will he? Not enough time. He's probably done his last run. Never mind. P15. That would have been like P3 or 4 in F4. Or maybe 5, I can't remember, but it's... yeah. Difference of the grids.
As Stevie and the Aston Martin of Danny, I think it is, are very close going to the last corner. So just as the drivers come out for the last run, we're just going to give a quick update of the standings. So Martin Loeb currently leads by 26 points to Paweł Mischek, I think. Apologies if I mispronounced your name. Mentelson, yeah. He's at 102 points. Then there's another massive gap, I think, of 38 points, is it? Between Paweł and his teammate Lucas Juraja. Followed then 10-point gap between Lucas and Lucas Zafraniak in the Mercedes. Alexson, who's not racing today, is currently in P5. Sparrow Maltby, who was promoted from F4, has had a few amazing races and is in P6. Rafael Medrios and P7, Macaulay Beard in P8, Lex Hoddle P9, and Lewis Merriam Lugotza in P10. Looking at the constructors, there's a 14-point gap between P1 and P2. Mercedes currently have the advantage as Lugotza is retired from the
He's in a wall. He's in a wall, mate.
Oh. Well, that's not good.
No.
And the Red Bull pairing of Alexson and Rumenek, who has unfortunately retired as a full-time driver to this evening, are in P3.
I think Rongson just binned it on track as well. Sorry to interrupt.
No.
Yeah, I think he just binned it on track. Strange. Steve was on lap, by the way. He was doing like a 2-minute 30 cool down, and then he went again, and he is running out of fuel, but he is indeed on a hot lap. I don't know if he's improved. Rounds the final corner. They're going to cross the line anyway. Checkered flag is out. And he does not improve. on his old tyres. But P11 just behind Wrongston. Love that. Nice job,
Martin
mate.
is slightly up in his time by 7,000ths of a second. Coming out of sector 1. Going into turn 9 now, which is just like king to the left, then followed closely by turn 10, which is our heavy braking zone.
Smelly corner.
He took that absolutely beautifully. That was perfect.
He's a good driver.
As Chris Pratt has stuck the car in P4, and Lucas Safraniak is not improving on it, or he is improving in his time. He's almost up by 2/10. The game is so buggy. Like, you check it and it keeps changing over. Coming up to the final turn here, I think there's a good bit of time for Lucas to gain because he didn't have a good exit the last time. Touches the curb ever so slightly. Doesn't get any wheel spin though. Uses the track as 28, I think. No, yes, and that puts him in P4.
Top 4 again, look at that. I mean, nice job, mate. Doesn't even really need to finish this lap, but he is improving significantly as well, so wow.
Yeah. He just
amazing.
Dumps 4/10 on the rest of the field.
That's amazing. I think he's going to win this race by quite a distance.
And I think if he does, the championship might be wrapped up. I'll have a look now. There's 26 points in it. If he wins today and Mendelssohn DNFs, it's over. Anyway, that's qualifying. So, Martin first, Pavel second, Lucas third, Lucas fourth, Chris Pat in fifth, Callum sixth. Not a bad qualifying for you, Callum Lyons. Macaulay Bearden seventh, Ahmed eighth, Danny Stroll ninth, and Little Dragon Me, Sparamomi to arrive at the top 10. Matthew, Stevie, Rodri, Bios, Lugots, Isfad, Lugots, Ficcio, Suchal, and Rice round out the rest of the field.
Could be a good race. Bahrain always produces fantastic racing. As far as I've ever raced in here, there's always been good. It's the sort of turn. It's the pit straight and then the next DRS zone straight after it. That's the lovely sort of place to overtake, then switch back, and then get the position back. It's quite tactical as well, a bit like Austria. That's why I quite enjoy it. Tricky though, easily crash the car at those corners.
Few DRS games can be played here as you've got 2 detection points, and it's not raining.
Boo! That's a shame it didn't rain there for you. Had a 6% chance of rain.
It did.
We were excited.
I don't think anybody would actually know what to do if it started raining.
Crash.
Danny Stroll said he had a problem with his steering wheel.
Oh dear. The James May steering wheel gif comes to mind. I mean, it's happened to us all. You go to steer and then your wheel comes off your table. It's an absolute nightmare when that happens.
Yeah, my wheel broke this week as well. Anyway, Jack, this is your turn this week.
My turn. It is 5 red lights in Bahrain, and it's lights out and away we go. And nice job, mate. Seems to get a reasonable spot, but the 2 Haas boys are coming, and they will be down as inside at the first corner. Oh, they've chosen not to. The other Mercedes has gone really deep, though. Or tries it around the outside. He's missed his braking point by an absolute mile. Callum Lyons now up to P4 as a result. And further back, there's big collision. Someone's Grosjean into the wall. Oh, no, it's Danny Stroll. There's a yellow flag. Don't know whether that'll cause a safety car, but yes, the 2 Aston Martins. Some sort of collision. Further back, though. Oh dear.
Someone else has lost it. Suchal has lost it in P4.
Oh, he's rejoining on the face of Little Dragon Me. Absolutely love that. Come on, Suchal, get your act together. Anyway, further at the front.
and Rice going side by side. And there's contact between them two as well as Lugotsa has.
Oh, there's contact at the front between the Mercedes and the Ferrari. Sniffed it in. It's just gone straight in the back of Callum Lyons. Callum Lyons, I think, got shoved off onto the sandy stuff. What a race already.
I think if Lugo should probably have let Rice through there because of the contact.
Agreed.
Hopefully he does not get reported for that, because I think that might be a race ban for him if he does.
Oh, you're talking further down. Oh, I'm talking about the other Ferrari, sorry.
There's an action all over the field.
No, yeah, well, either way. Collisions galore. The 2 Aston Martins.
Went a mile off the track there.
Oh, he's got no front wing. Okay. Oh dear. He needs a safety car. So everyone on the mediums, apart from Zuchel, who's on the
Martin's
hards.
first fastest lap of the race. Having a look at the drivers that made the most gains from lap 1. Fitchio made 5 places up. Rice made 5 places up, even with that contact, unfortunately, with him and Lugos.
Two McLarens getting close to one another. Stevie's looking for a bit of a switchback on Rongson. Here he comes. I don't think he'll get it done here. There's no DRS yet, so maybe next lap.
Stevie doing his patented dummy. That's his signature move. It's
going to be a really interesting fight between those. I'm looking forward to that.
You know, look, as much as we bash Matthew and take the mick out of him, he has improved a lot this season.
Oh mate, like unreal. Like I remember last season he was well, I was surprised he was in this tier, to be fair. I expected Rongson is going to be in the lowest tier, no questions about it, but he's in this tier. The times he's putting in, very competitive as well. And if he was in, well, it proves it. Stevie's one of the quickest drivers in F4. He got pole, and Rongson's in front of him. So improved. Fair play.
Yeah. It shows how far he's come.
Anyway, enough credit for Rongson. We need to go back to bashing him.
We need to start bashing him.
He takes it in good spirit though, good lad. And he just comes for us every week, probably about 3 times.
Which we are grateful.
Absolutely. Fair play to him.
Further up the field, the two Haas boys are very close to each other.
Ahmed's right to keep him up the gearbox of Yeast as well. However,
trying to keep within the DRS of Martin Lobb, who has used a lot of his battery now, as DRS is now enabled. Lucas,
Callum Lyons, Yeast, Ahmed. Oh, Yeast is going for the dive bomb, is he? No. Just tried to sell him a little bit of a dummy. They're 3 sort of abreast. Stevie and Rongson. Stevie gets past Rongson somehow. We've missed it slightly, but Rongson, I think, made an error. And Stevie's by. Ahmed's looking for a move on Yeast. Yeast looking for a move on Callum Lyons. Neither's going to get the job done. Front 3 are sort of streaking away. Snifty Liat's lost out a little bit. Postman, Pat, all over the gearbox. Oh, we should call it a letterbox, shouldn't we? The letterbox opens and Postman Pat's there to slot through, but no. There's something there. We'll figure it out when he does an overtake.
Oh, there's no T-Rex this evening.
I was just about to say, there's no T-Rex. I'm absolutely devastated. We want to hear the T-Rex noise, but...
So who am I going to play the T-Rex noise for?
I don't know. Get a goat noise for Zuchol. Meh. Is that a goat or a sheep? I'm not sure. Anyway, Lucas with a hard N. I don't know why people watch this stream. And we must have lost viewers through the season. Lucas with a hard N all over the back. Yeah, all over the... Not F1 fans, though. Just here for the memes. Lucas all over the back of Mendelson. And really, they should be working together to try and get this championship. But it's looking unlikely. Nice job, mate. It's doing too much of a nice job. But yeah, Lucas with a hard N all over the back of Mendelson. And I think he's going to get the job done here. Yeah, they could work as DRS train all the way. Postman Pat past Snifty Liliak. Easy move. Ahmed.
He's really picked up his pace as well, Chris Pat.
Oh, amazing! I mean,
great pace.
Yeah. He's
last week.
He's been good for a couple of races now, and again another one to vastly improve. Hang on. Lucas and Harden, and nice job, mate. Side by side. Nice job, mate. Just about keeps it in the front. Close though.
Loads of space there between the two drivers. Great respect between each of them. Jesus, Lucas almost goes straight to the back of Martin in turn 5.
But it would have been a respectful rear end.
Yes.
Let's get together. Oh, Postman Pat's out! Big collision. Postman Pat's out. The safety car is out. How on earth can you DNF there? Any ideas? Look where he is. His right wheel's gone, so he's obviously spun. That is doable on traction, but he's very far up. The way there.
On the curb.
Yeah, into the wall, and then it's sort of carried on. Yeah. What a shame, because he's doing really well. Don't know if there's contact. Snifty Liliak's actually lost 2 positions as well. No, 3 positions, sorry. So I'm suspecting, and he's lost his front wing. I'm suspecting there was contact between the two. No doubt we'll find out soon. Postman Pat will be in chat saying, what on earth is he doing, blah, blah, blah. Which, that's not a dig at Postman Pat, that's just standard procedure for any driver. I mean, I in F4 pretty much took myself out of the race when I watched it back, and was swearing at Tim Liza like a sailor. Of course, apologies to Tim. I have messaged him and said, look, sorry for the swearing, here's my POV. And he's not replied, so I think he's took it as an insult. But I hope not. It's probably throwing up because of the absolutely awful dinner he had this evening. I've no idea. I mean, how can you have that before a race and not puke up in the cockpit? Unbelievable.
His ass will be turning into Pavarotti in the toilet as well later on.
Awful. I mean, the hash browns look nice, but what on earth was that other thing on there?
It was the sauces for me. I was like, well, what are those?
Yeah, it's a bit strange, wasn't it? I mean, yeah, I don't know.
For anybody wondering, check Golden Quotes. You'll see Tim has roasted himself. It just looked disgusting.
It didn't even look cooked, to be honest. I mean, it looked like dodgy kebab meat in sort of half sausage form. No, not for me. The hash browns I'd eat, but no.
2 willies and a hash brown. Like.
It was that, wasn't it? It was like a kangaroo's penis on a plate that was bleeding slightly, and then there was some white sauce on top of it. It looked very suspect. But anyway, that's Tim for you. We've digressed. It is safety car. What else do you talk about other than Tim's phallic dinner? I don't know.
As a bunch of drivers have pitted. Matthew on fresh hards now. Lucas Safraniak, Rodri as well. All have elected for the hard tyres. There's Bios and Zuchal have both got on the medium tyres.
Yeah, Hards can go to the end here.
Softs. Hards probably can go to the end. It wouldn't be very fast, but it can. As Lugotza has gone, it's still on his old soft tyres. He's probably going to look to change that.
He'll pit now, won't he?
I'm assuming so.
He'll have to. I'm thinking back, what I should have done earlier is pit back to the hard tyres and just go to the end. It's a regret, but we all have regrets. Can't dwell on them.
When did you pit the second time?
Approximately lap 16, 17.
Aha. And you didn't go in the softs?
No, I did, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I went hard, medium, soft.
Right.
Which is, the meta strategy around Bahrain, I think. Hard for a lap, and softs. That's how you do it. And lose your front wing by smashing into the back of someone on the grid as well. Which I've not messaged Ali. I feel bad. I might apologise. I don't know what even happened there, but he's alright. He beat me to the line because I had a dead rear wing, so good to see him back racing. Anyway, enough F4. What's happening in F3? The usual suspects at the front. Again, Schnitted Iliak we sort of class him as the pace-wise. He's normally at the front 4, but probably the past 3, 4, maybe even 5 races now, he's been 4th, and then 2 laps in, he's been way down the pack because he's been involved in some sort of collision. Not necessarily his fault, but it's just not worked out for him recently.
He seems to kind of not get involved, like in Austria, for example, he just had a very bad race, spinning a lot. And last week in Silverstone, I can't remember, but I think he was actually okay in Silverstone.
No, he retired, didn't he? Because the past 2 races, I'm sure he's retired in the pits, hasn't he? So, he starts strongly, and then it all goes a little bit wrong for him, and then he quits, which is a shame, really. Cause,
you're right. Yes.
Yeah, because anything can happen. There could be another safety car like this, and you're soon caught up, and then the pace he's got, he can scythe through the field. They should be able to.
Well, in Silverstone he DNF'd, in Spa he DNF'd. Spain, he had P2.
Fair, I missed that race. I must be his jinx. Sorry, mate. Jinxie Jag. We found it. I was looking earlier. I was looking for something. I was like, "There's nothing that works." There's like nothing that works, but you got it. So you got it.
I was thinking in my head like justifiable Jack, but that makes no sense.
Nah,
the only thing that came to my mind.
Total big load of bollocks. Jolly Jack doesn't work either. So it is what it is. Anyway, safety car's in this lap. Nice job, mate. Is backing up the field very, very early. And now he's sort of picked up the pace a bit, and then I don't know, he's a bit weird, but he'll be alright. Anyway, he'll go now off the back of the last corner. He's hesitated slightly actually and caught everyone a touch, and now he's got
Lucas back into this. I think
he has.
My safety car restart in F4 was very bad. He got past me straight away.
Yeah, it is what it is. Tactical though, because you had a good slipstream for the rest of the race.
Wow. Wish it was that. Lugotza gets past Rodri. Danny Stroll has left the session.
Oh.
Danny Stroll's car.
Oh, he's still racing. Probably just drop him an invite. Yeah. I wondered. I thought he'd just crashed or something. Rongson has made up a position at the start, on those hard tyres. Well done to him. Yeast and Callum Lyons side by side through the S's. Ooh, danger. Oh no, Callum Lyons has... Wow, his car is absolutely destroyed. I'm pretty sure Yeast and Callum Lyons have probably come together there. Either that or, you know, he's offline a bit and it's unsettled him. I've not seen it. But anyway, Yeast and Callum Lyons were side by side through the S's, and now Callum Lyons is in a wall. Yeast remains strong in P4. Don't think he's got damage. Doesn't look like he has. Safety car's been deployed again. So we've got at least 4 minutes of total nonsense again for you.
It's unfortunate for Callum as
brutal.
He had pace today.
Yeah, really good.
Saying in the after shot. Yeah.
Oh, is he? That Yeast yeeted him, did he?
Well, he hasn't said anything yet.
No, sorry, I thought you said it did. Oh, fair.
No, Ahmed has said
Oh, hang on. Oh, no, I've just had a look. Yeah, there's some sort of intentional takeout thing going on in chat. Rubbish. The Merc got Callum Lyons. The Merc just got intentionally taken out by the postman. But hang on, the postman's... Oh, I'm confused because the postman went out. Anyway. Oh, what? Confusion.
I don't know. As 5 drivers have dropped into the pits here. Sparrow, Lugard, Martin, Lucas with a hard end, and Yeast. As I think Lucas with a hard end has had to change his wing because he was ahead of Martin in the pits there. No, he hasn't. I think it's just a different pit position.
And Lugatsa goes onto the hards. Well, Yeast on the hards now. Dropped a lot. He's dropped a lot of positions to go on the hards, though. Yeast does. I mean, I think it's the right call, but it's a brave one. Same with Nice Job Mate and Lucas, like you were saying. You know, Little Dragon Me. He could actually stretch that to the end on the mediums, but it will be a tremendous stretch.
Yeah.
Not impossible. You know what? Wrongson is in an absolutely fantastic position here. 3 lap old hards.
I was ready to say it.
2 safety cars, so the tyres will be, you know, lovely anyway. He has got a penalty. Is that 3 seconds?
5 seconds.
Oh, what?
Yes, I think it was a
speeding.
Infringement.
What an amateur. I'd love him to win. I mean, Zuchel won last week. A win for Wrongson would top off the season for me.
If Matthew wins, it's one of the signs of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse returning.
Pretty sure if Matthew wins that everyone in the tier will report him for something, but yeah, keep going, lad. He's in a good spot, as is Schnitted Liliak, actually. Yeah, Noise. I can't see past Noise Job Mate there. I feel like the battle's really with them. They've got way too much pace, and they'll just catch Wrongson on pure pace eventually.
Yeah. Well, the only thing is Martin has to get through the field now because I can't see Rodri pitting. I can't see potentially even... No, Iswad would have to.
It'll be interesting to watch, actually, because, all those 5 in fact, at the back do have pace. So it's almost like we've got a slightly reversed grid here. Apart from Mendelssohn at the top, obviously he's got pace. But Stevie P3,
we love our reverse grids in the Euro.
Absolutely. There's been some overtaking during the safety car. That's because Danny Stroll has pitted. Not sure if that's the game pitting him. Probably is, isn't it? It's not a bad call by the AI. Pitting him onto the hards during the safety car period. He'll actually be quite pleased when he comes back. All things considered. What's he doing? Serving a penalty?
I can't tell.
Oh, they're not releasing him.
I'm trying to see if he's back in the game.
They're not releasing him.
Oh.
He's just stuck in the pit box. So that's a real problem for a Little Dragon Me if he ever wants to pit, because... they've just released him now.
Late release.
Oh, no, sorry. Oh, he's just jumped a mile on my screen. That was really weird. Yeah. It was like a Gran Turismo pit exit, that was. He's back. Is he back? It's not ghosted, so yeah, he must be racing. So that's good news. Anyway, what's actually happening in this race? It's weird, isn't it? It's all mixed up. Isfod's not in a terrible spot. If there's another safety car, Isfod might do well. And actually everyone's going to pit, but then Isfod can pit for better tyres. Zuchol, P9, okay. There's been action anyway. It's been interesting 9 laps. Safety car will be in, presumably, this one. We certainly hope so. We've got Mendelssohn leading the way.
As a safety car will be in this lap. The medium runners are going to be hoping now, who are in from P1 to P4, even P6 as well, are going to be hoping just to kind of break away, use the last bit of pace that are left of those medium tyres for the next, say, 8 laps. They're probably going to have to stretch now to put the soft compound tyre on, as we will have Pavel Mischek restarting the race for us.
I think he's going to go early.
As Rice and Bios,
yeah, almost off track
between these two.
Weird.
Okay.
I think he's going to go now.
And he has, but looks of it.
No.
He hasn't yet.
Still waiting. Oh no, it's one spun! Oh. He's gone and almost completely binned it. Oh my word, that's one of the worst restarts I've ever seen in my life. Dear me, he's still ahead though.
Keep the position.
Oh, he'll be pooing his pants off that one. Stevie going for the dive. Not made it work. Snifty Liak going for a big dive. No, round the outside. Oh, almost contact. 2 Alfa Romeos as well. Everyone else slips through. This is chaos.
If you're Lucas Safrani, you have to be patient. No heroics.
He's going around the outside though. He's been bumped. He's spun. Reese
is going to span. That's when you have to yellow flag.
Spins in the background. Safety car.
What?
Yep.
For what?
No idea. Probably because there's about 3 spinners. But there's no DNFs and no even... Well, someone's lost their wing. No one's even lost their wing. That was all started at sort of turn 2 when Snifty Liak, the 2 Alfa Romeos were 3 wide. Well, that was interesting. The safety car's nonsense here. Total nonsense. It's just because there were so many... I think it's just because there were so many drivers facing the wrong way, and the game's like, oh, something's gone wrong here.
We'll see in a second when they get to the pit, because if they get to the pit, then they'll anyone change your wing.
Yes, fair. I can't see any. Maybe Fifth Joe, has he got issues? No, he looks to have his wing. Oh no, Fifth Joe's lost his wing. Okay. So there is a wing out there somewhere. Was that the first lap after the safety car was in?
Yeah, that was the restart lap.
That's quite rare, isn't it? They normally leave it a lap. They don't normally immediately pull it. I didn't check the settings. I don't know whether it's on. Stevie in P1.
Matthew stays out.
So I think Stevie's stretching for the medium soft here, which on current form probably will be another safety car.
Now the interesting thing here is
Ronson V2.
It's a McLaren 1-2 at the moment. Okay, but the interesting thing here now is Pavel has kind of left himself out to dry a bit here, I think, because now he has how many people to catch? He's got between P12 to P7 to catch between himself and Martin. Martin basically has Pavel's teammate Lucas that's the only cork in the screw, as we say. You know I love my sayings.
Yeah, it's a brilliant, mate.
And then in front of Lucas at Hard is Martin's teammate. So now there's a lot of work to do here. I know he'll be on fresh tyres, but
it's not making much difference, is it? No. With the hards, they don't really degrade at all. You could do the full race on the hards, which Ronson's going to try, I think. I hope he does. I really hope he gives it a go,
I was feeling it towards the end, but my tyres were 17 laps old at that point.
Yeah, but you chew through your tyres like babies chew through sweets, so it's although babies don't have sweets, do they? I mean, terrible dentistry advice, as you know.
You know what the worst thing for a child is? Oh, we'll give some information. This is a safety car bear.
Yes, come on. Yes, get it in there.
Worst thing for a baby in terms of their dental hygiene is to fall asleep while being breastfed.
Okay.
Now you're all probably thinking, what am I talking about? But this is because when a child falls asleep, because sometimes mothers use breastfeeding as a pacifier for children.
Oh, I thought you meant the mother falling asleep. I was confused.
Well, if they both fall asleep, it's still good. But if the child falls asleep while in the act of feeding, so what happens is basically the milk just stays in their mouth and sticks onto the front of their teeth. And baby teeth are a lot more prone to decay than adult teeth. There's less mineralization, there's less enamel. The enamel's not as thick as in the adult teeth. So, if you ever do become a parent and you have children with a woman, do not let her fall asleep or the child fall asleep in the act of feeding. That's my top dental advice for you today.
That was amazing.
Yeah, that was.
If you do become a parent with a child, I mean, what other parents are they? I'm not even sure, but.
I mean, there's other ways to conceive children nowadays, you know. And as Stevie gets a 5-second penalty for ignoring flags, reminiscent of F4 in Spain. And what is going on?
But
here?
he was in the lead. So Rongson's obviously overtook him, and then Stevie's got a penalty. Oh, Stevie's going to be fuming with that one. Well, yeah, because
he has to pit.
So it has to be served. Well, that's Rongson being Rongson, I think. I was honestly too engrossed in your story to see what was going on. But Rongson must have come by him because, you know, Stevie was in the lead all the way. So, but, you know, Stevie overtakes under yellows, doesn't it? This is trademark, so, you know. That's a bit grim, isn't it?
Well, we were too busy talking about boobs and teeth.
Well, you were. That's brutal. Stevie will be pissed at that.
As Matthew is complaining in chat, how are you texting and driving? You're driving a Formula 1 car.
Well, that's perhaps how he overtook him.
Oh, he's... What?
That's. I bet that's.
Asked Steve, go to the F4 chat. Matthew has asked Stevie to defend, not to fight him. And he says, stop effing weaving. But, like, it's a safety car.
Rongson's something special, I tell you.
What is this?
Screws his teammate over and tells him, get out of my way. I don't think after that Stevie will be giving any favours to Rongson, as Stevie doesn't go. Fools everyone. Now he's gone.
Oh, he almost lost the car.
My word, that was a moment and a half, and I think Rongson's going to attack now.
Not the best of restarts from anybody in F3 tonight so far.
Cold tyres.
And Bios is going to be attacking Matthew here, and Matthew's gone for
Rongson
a dive, and he's
Jesus,
Matthew.
Yeah. Modern Rongson.
And Matthew's just basically giving Bios
and Stevie's
a clean run here, and
Steve's going to be fuming.
There's going to be reports. Someone's going to be getting a quality ban, I think.
That's Rongson.
Bios leading the race, and now he's fighting Lucas Safraniak for P2 here, going into turn 5.
Yeah,
into the
no
S.
way.
A lot of contact here.
No way.
Lucas has ceded the position.
Yeah, nice job, mate. He's going
to
have to get past his teammates soon as the Sen's further back. From Lucas, he needs to get past Yeast immediately if he wants this race win. They are battling. Nice job, mate. It's passionate to Iliak.
Yeah, he's letting through there.
Oh, he's almost smashed into the back of Rongson.
Oh, God, what is going on here? As the two Aston Martins are also going side by side down the second DRS straight into turn 11. There's a lot of chaos in front of us here. Yeast also having Lucas with a hard end behind him as well.
Defending hard.
Lucas's little moment there on the exit of turn 11. Now coming along, sweeping right hand.
Isfod's lost it. Surely a safety car. Yeah, safety car.
Yeah.
I think the safety car must be on high. Let's check the settings.
It's just DNFs, like, you know.
Let's have a look. Sim settings, is it?
Stevie will now probably pit, but he'll have to.
It's unreduced.
It's just where he loses the car in the exit of turn 11.
I don't know what Rongson's done there, you know. Stevie's going to be absolutely livid.
As Matthew pits for some reason now, I'm not entirely sure why he's pitting.
There's no need to do that. You used to stick to your strategy, don't you? That was insane. So
that was
I'd love to see the replay. Yeah, it must have done. I did so much contact on that lap. I'd love to see the replay of what happened under the safety car between Stevie and Matthew, because that was the start of all that. And then Stevie had a really bad restart. He almost lost the car himself. Rongson wasn't catching that much, but then decided to absolutely send it like a nutter into turn 1. He stayed on track, but clearly, the car's width wasn't given. Stevie ended up losing quite a few positions, and then caught up in the melee behind and spun.
We get him praise.
Yeah, we did, and he's completely proved us wrong, and he's Rongson, so that's probably what he does. Anyway, Stevie goes onto the soft tyre, and I think he can just about make that work to the end.
Yeah, because this will be out for at least one more lap.
Yeah, I think he can make that work. So he'll be fast. He'll get past Suchol because, and he'll be battling Rongson within
a lap.
Maybe within a lap. Well, Rongson might spin himself or something, but that battle will happen again, guys. And stay tuned, viewers, because we won't miss that one. Because that could get very fiery indeed between the two McLaren teammates.
There's going to be words.
Rong's just oblivious, though, isn't he? He's just oblivious to whatever he's done wrong there. He's like sent Stevie. No doubt he'll be absolutely fine with it. Oh, funny. Poor old Stevie. He's not had a good night, has he? He's DNF'd himself in F4. And bear in mind, it's like, what, 2 o'clock in the morning for Stevie? Probably. Yeah,
it's a bit late now for him. He's probably sweating his balls off.
Oh, you would be, wouldn't you? It's painful.
How many points is for P3? 12, isn't
it? No, it's more. Is it 12? I don't know these things anymore.
So Daniel gets 12 points this evening, which puts him on 97. His closest competitor is Filippo, who did not race tonight, and there will be 2 races left, which is a potential 36 points. 97 minus 59.
42 points.
He's won it.
Yeah. Well done. Black Wolf.
Yeah, he's won it.
Well deserved. Good champion. Great consistent season. Incredible. And deserved a gold name. And now he's got one, so well done. Get him the gold name. Have you seen what Rongson's put? I don't even. He's put because basically he messaged Stevie in F4 chat, which clearly Stevie's not looking at F4 chat when he's racing. I mean, who does that? Rongson's put, Stevie misread my messages of let me through when safety car ends. So Rongson's gone full send expecting Stevie to let him through. Stevie was clearly never going to let him through. I mean, come on. After the safety... I've almost lost my voice. After the safety car, overtaken, Stevie gets penalised. There's no way he's letting Rongson through. I mean, come on, mate. And Louis, these people that text and drive so much, it's unreal. And he's rightly saying, why would he let you through? Rongson's typing back, this is like the soap opera, guys. The safety car will be in the slap. Oh, he's on something old sets than I am. Well done, Rongson. Anyway, what a person. It's just unreal. Oh, you gotta laugh, haven't you? You gotta laugh.
If you don't laugh, you cry, that's for sure. As the safety car is in this lap.
Some serious strange
stuff. Actually said a very valid point here. Why would he let you through? Exactly. Why would he? Rongson's, reason is nonsense. As apparently Yeast has an engineer in his ears in the form of Jean Crystal Goury.
No.
And because of this is why Yeast is in P3. So Yeast, if you are listening, Crystal is taking all the credit for your success so far, barring reports and incidents.
Totally agree as well. It's none of Yeast's doing.
As Martin has already gone a lot earlier than last time and has gotten what the... Martin's gone and he's got Safrani actually, but we're just going to stick up to the top here. 8 tenths.
Yeast's going to go for it here. Come on.
He's going to do one of his trademark dive bombs. He's going to elect not
He's going to be dive bomb though. He's been sent to oblivion by Danny Stroll. Danny Stroll tries it around the outside, side by side. Oh, it's a bit naughty. Danny Stroll's still going to send it down the inside. There's Lugos behind from everyone's going to send it down. Danny Stroll. Oh, it's contact. Danny Stroll's gone a bit wide. It's all good.
Oh, here we go. This is where the chaos begins.
Lovely.
Both drivers elect not to do anything crazy. Great stuff from Lugos.
Could there be a send here?
No.
Mendelssohn just behind. Oh, there's A lot of love taps going on there. They've got very, very close to one another. Everyone has. Absolute chaos. What a race. Now, something happened with Stevie and Strutchell and all that chaos. The safety car restart. Stevie got a severe collision penalty. It's not his night.
He's not going to race an F3 ever again.
I don't think so. Yeah, it's grim evening.
As Matthew has dropped down to P13.
Yeah, calm it. Lucas
getting past Bios.
Yeah, lovely. Side by side though, still.
I should just see the position here. Now,
Yeah, had to.
You need to kind of get a bit of a move on here. You've got the freshest tyres on the field of the top 10 in terms of the hard runners.
I can't see past Nice Job Mate here. Is
Martin's been technical all season.
yeah, I mean he's got so paid. Like, he's just going to cruise. There's no one challenging. Snifty the axe defending against Yeast. Couldn't call this a dive bomb.
Have a look at Lugos here going into turn 1. Side by side into turn 1, plenty of space given, very clean from the two drivers there.
Lugos been tapped behind from Mendelson, but he has held the car. Has he got a run?
Bios and Little Dragomir are also fighting as Bios gets past Sparrow.
There's a lot of moves.
A lot of action happening here. As now, he uses up into P2, and he's 3 seconds off the pace of Martin.
Yeah.
And if you're Safraniak here in P3, this is your race to recover from the last 2 races. This is your chance to get it to
as Lucas with hard end dives down the inside of Ahmed. Good move that was. Oh.
And P3 to P5 are in a Mercedes and Haas sandwich. As Mendelson has dived down Lugos on turn 10 there, forced him off the track.
Ugh.
That was a bit contentious, should we say.
It's not an overtaking point for me.
Unless you're Fernando Alonso. Lugos
yeah,
right
exactly.
Back Mendelson now.
He's not going to be happy, is he?
A lot of curb. Yeah, I doubt he will be.
Oh, he's lost another position. The Lucas with the hard ends, he's got damage. Feels like his tyres have gone a little bit dodgy. He's flashing as well. He's struggling. He got off the track. He's really struggling now. He's just got to recharge and hope for the best. He's got no ERS at all. He's been using like a drug addict.
Using like a drug addict. Martin now 3.5 seconds clear of Macaulay. His DRS is enabled, and Macaulay is going to be very vulnerable here to the drivers behind, as it's a massive DRS train.
Huge. All the way.
Field.
Back to everyone, yeah. Apart from Nice Job Mate, who's all on his own. And he will be all race, I think, now. This is his to lose. And just manage that 3 second gap.
His weekly podcast on Fridays as Lugos gets
past very side by side again, very close. Good space being given. Very good. But he's about to be overtaken by all the other Williams as well, and he's going to be penned in. He's not going to be able to go around the outside here. Surely, there's been a bit of contact. Bit of contact. Difficult to see what happened there, really. I think he gave space. I'm not convinced that he turned in too early, to be honest. I think it was just one of them. Have to see the POVs to be sure, but who knows.
And in P12 and P13, we are about to see Stevie versus Matthew.
Here we go.
3.
This will end in.
Suchok getting past Rice further down the field.
Oh, Rice coming back at him. Oh, what a move! What a move that is. Have you seen that? That is Fernando Alonso style, and that was actually done really well as well. Lovely stuff. That's one of the best I've seen. Stevie just dropping back for now.
Having a lot of battery. Obviously, Jean in his ears giving him good advice to maintain the battery, maintain this pace. He's probably telling him to shut up.
Yeah.
But, you know, this is how it works. Danny Stroll also closing in on Safraniak for P3. He has got a time penalty,
and the two Haas fighting as well.
Exactly. Mendelson is right behind Danny Stroll here.
Mendelson has to get by. He sees the flashing of Schnifty Liak in front, and they need to attack now and get by. Schnifty Liak's got nothing.
Is Lucas going to get a double slipstream here? Oh my god, we could be 4 wide here. We're going to be 3 wide.
Massive collision! Massive collision! Oh, Mendelson's out. Oh no. I tell you what's happened there, and that's surely a safety car, by the way. What's happened there is they were going like 3 or 4 wide. I think one of them thought it's only 2 wide and sort of cuts back across a little bit. But sadly, there were 3 cars there, not 2. And yeah, big contact, big collision. Mendelson unfortunately has lost the lottery and ends up in a wall. So I believe that's title to Nice Job Mate. But what a way to win it. He was going to win anyway, wasn't he? But no, sad. And yeah, that was a big accident. I'm gonna say Danny Stroll's fault, but that's just my gut. Yeah, that's just my gut. I think it's not, nothing malicious. Obviously, it's just he's come back across, to get the best line, not realising there's 3 or 4 cars wide. Easy done, I think, at high speeds, and a massive accident in the braking zone there. To be honest, they're lucky that only 1 DNF. That could have been a triple DNF there, and I'm very surprised it wasn't. Was Lugutzer caught up in that as well, as he lost his wing? I think he was caught up in that.
Didn't see.
Or there was some.
I'm going to go P because.
No, good call.
That was crazy. I watched all of it from Lucas. I've saved it there for you to watch.
Yeah, I know, it was nice, man. So, nice job, mate. We'll be a little bit disappointed as he does dive into the pit lane and goes to the soft tyres, no doubt. Will Yi stay out and counter this strategy? No, he's going to pit as well, as it is Schnittely. Like, he might get held up in the pits as well. Lucas also pits. Everyone going for the soft tyres. Is anyone going to gamble? Ahmed in, Bias in, Rodri in. Stevie is the first man on the road on 6-lap-old medium softs. He does have a 5-second penalty for a severe collision with Suchol at the previous safety car restart, but these tyres can go to the end, especially with the safety cars that we've had. So in an absolute twist of events, Stevie the TV somehow is in P1. Louis, great news for him, but he is on mediums, which is a slight problem, but he's jumped a lot of people in the pits as well, because everyone's dived into the pits. And that's really shook up things, and that's made it tremendously interesting. I'm surprised no one else gambled there. I expected one of the hard runners to gamble and just stay out and hope for the best. So the good news is, for Stevie, his tyres will warm up quicker, in theory. The bad news is he's got a 5-second penalty, and very, very fast drivers behind him on completely new sets of tyres, which they can absolutely rinse to the end of the race. Where Stevie might have to be a little bit more cautious, and he will drop off towards the end. So expect Stevie to go backwards. How quickly, we don't know. Yeast, nice job, mate. Lucas and Lugutzer. Oh, that's going to get confusing. They've been fast all race, so that'll be an interesting battle as well. Shame we didn't see the Wrongson versus Stevie, but you can't have it all. And Danny Stroll has apparently says it in the pit lane, but clearly is not. Yeah, P15 could be a post-race penalty there, and I don't know what Mendelssohn's saying, but I know I'd be a little unhappy if that happened to me. Sadly, that's racing sometimes, and we feel sorry for him. Grim. There's not even a message, so it's a little bit disturbed.
That was wild.
It was wild, and you missed basically everyone diving into the pits, apart from Stevie, and Stevie's leading the way. Exactly, that's my reaction. I'm like, what is going on? He does have that 5-second penalty for smashing into Suchol, though. Whether that can be removed, perhaps it was Suchol's fault, we don't know at this stage. But yeah, we just have to carry on and assume we'll assume it's going to be removed just for this spectacle. But I think nice job, mate, is going to get past Stevie on 6-lap fresh at softs at some stage, because he's got the pace as well. Let's not beat around the bush. Yeast, of course, just behind is a danger, and Lucas with the hard end, and Lucas without the hard end also got pace. Lugutzer on the mediums may struggle, and Wrongson in the mix could cause more chaos. I don't think there can be another safety car, can there? There's been 4.
No. That's a
so this is essentially a sprint race to the end, and Stevie's got one hand or even 2 hands behind his back with the penalty and older tyres. Lugut's probably a couple of fingers behind his back on the mediums. Either way, I don't know why he's not pitted for softs, to be fair. I think that's an error, but these things happen. Wrongson's calling for a red flag.
I might not have me left.
Yeah.
As Matthew can call for a red flag, but, he's not going to get one. There will be no restarts in F3 tonight for the first time all season. We did it, boys.
I think we should restart. There's been too much chaos. Restart. Restart, right? Just with a 5-lap sprint with this grid. Well, that'd be nice. That'd be lovely.
Oh, God.
But put Wrongson on pole just... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But put Wrongson on pole just for the lulz. such old P2 as well. And yeah, what a moment that would be. Anyway, back in reality, Stevie leads the second safety car, and I got to be honest, Stevie to lead safety cars, don't I?
Let's hope this restart is better than his last one.
Oh God, it was awful.
It's
so
no bueno.
Yeah, I mean, I was saying, in theory, because they're scrub tyres, they should warm up quicker. Is that me talking out my backside, or is that a real thing in this game?
I don't know.
It's real in real life, but whether Codemasters do that, I don't know. He's gone early this time.
Very early. Because not Martin at all.
Well, he hasn't though. So he's going to get the job done immediately. Nice job. Is Yeast not far behind? Well, he's far enough behind. So Stevie would probably do well just to let this guy go because he's way too quick, and then focus on the others. Although Yeast sends one down the inside of Stevie. Stevie struggling on the apex for traction. He's lost a couple of positions, so them tyres are not doing him any favours at the moment. So the dream's over, but never mind. He's doing a decent race to be fair to him. Lucas with the R10 is next to overtake, but no, sorry, Lucas without the R10. Very confusing. Lucas with the R10 is going to dive down the inside of Yeast. What a move! Yeast would have been proud of that dive bomb as Schnitty Liliat tries to dive bomb the inside of Stevie. A little bit of contact there. I don't think Stevie can keep this, but he's going to try anyway. Breaking into the hairpin. Just about kept on track. No, he hasn't. Well, he has kept on track, but you know, he's lost the position and lost a lot of time. Lugotsa and Ahmed get a little bit out of shape because of that as well. Going side by side with Bias and Lugotsa now through a very tricky corner.
A lot of action here.
I tell you what, Lugotsa's been bullied this race. He's been absolutely shoved everywhere in this race.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not been nice for him. As Bias goes wide
what was that?
Yeah, well, I don't know what that was. Stevie's lost another position to Ahmed. Not been the greatest first lap at all for him.
Side into the last turn.
Ahmed's got the high ground. Oh, Stevie's been tapped from behind with Bias. Yeah, Stevie's like clearly 6 lap older tyres. Clearly not heating up the way I expected. So I was talking nonsense. This is being overtaken by another 2 drivers here.
Well, he's still fighting with Ahmed.
He is. Oh, what's happened there? Lugos has gone completely off the track. Where's he gone?
He's mowing the lawn.
He's gone to Narnia. Here's P12. He's retired from session after that nonsense. I think he had a brake failure by the look of it. Absolute weird. I mean, it's... Oh, no. 3 wide through the S's. Stevie's ceded position to Ahmed. They've somehow not collided. Miracle. Yellow flags out for Louis at the back, who has retired on track. Bias trying to get on Stevie now. Stevie's going to fight him back again at the hairpin. This is dangerous but lovely stuff. Has he kept it? Yes, he has. Bias is going to get a lovely switch back. There's a Red Bull involved as well, and this Stevie being on these different tyres is causing a lot of action as Bias now gets down the inside, and surely Stevie can't defend this. No, has to concede position, and Rodri now the next man on the road to overtake him. Exhausting. Further forward though, the gap's more than a second all the way, so nice job, mate. He's doing a nice job. The others can't keep pace with him. Stevie is definitely the screw in the cork, or cork in the screw, or cork in the screw.
God, get it right.
DRS enabled, so Stevie's going to really struggle now as Rodri is next to much better traction out of that corner. Stevie really struggling for the tyres now. You can tell the difference significant, isn't it? It's been just absolutely blitzed by everyone. Wrongson just behind him.
I know, yeah. So that's about as Matthew makes an audacious dive into turn 1.
He's dived. Steve's off the track again, but Wrongson's passed 3 drivers, I think, in that. Jesus.
That was an audacious dive.
Yeah, it's worked for him. Where is he now? Close enough for anyone else? No, but Little Dragomy and Reese very close to one another. A little bit of wheel banging there. Little Dragomy's got to give space. There's no space given, and Reese is off track. Little Dragomy's been hit again. Little Dragomy's round, and that was inevitable with those 2 wheel banging all the way through the S's. Clearly that was going to end in tears as Wrongson is right on the back of Rodri. So his race is becoming better than it was, although there's argument for post-race penalties if anyone can be bothered. Not sure whether Stevie will bother, really. He's not in this tier, and It's way past normal bedtime, so
Yeah.
I just went to bed and write it off. To be honest, it's been an interesting race. Though. I'm sure it's been entertaining for him. There's Danny Stroll. Yeah, Danny Stroll next up. Stevie's just gone backwards. Yeah, so the tyres really didn't help at all. Definitely worth a gamble to stay out, but
as Danny is going to get this move done into the last turn.
Yeah, Stevie tries to hold on to it, just about giving enough space, as Reese almost loses the car as well. Zuchol is going to make an overtake. That's going to be 4 wide. This could be another airplane crash here.
Oh god. I have a bird's eye view from 50. Oh Jesus.
Stevie's gone for it.
Collision there between Danny and the Alpina Suchol. Stevie seems to have avoided everything, and Fifcio has just quietly made up 2 places and put himself back into the points.
Bias in front of him as well. Danny Stroll has retired on track.
No, I think it's... What is with this retirements on track?
Yeah, he's retired on track. Yeah, retired on track. He's definitely still moving. Stevie's binned it. Oh no, he spun. He's kept together though. I thought he binned it. Suchol now past Stevie. Stevie not going well at all. But yeah, these things happen, I guess. It's a shame. Lucas with a hard end. That's caught Noise job mate up significantly. And he's in the DRS zone. He wants this win. Look at this, 6 retirements. Crazy.
It's been a bit of a bonkers race now, to say the least.
Very.
It's not so much been like the high octane action of Silverstone, but it's just been more so like when moments have happened, it's just led to absolute carnage.
Yeah. Yeah, whereas Silverstone, there's actually good racing and there wasn't too many problems.
Bish bash bum, yeah.
Yeah, but this time, yeah, any problem, they're off the track and in the wall, aren't they? So it's strange, really, in Bahrain.
There's a yellow flag in sector 3 for some reason.
Mendelson started. Yeah, he's reported the incident, which obviously ruined his championship. Well, ended his championship. But again, nice job, mate. Winning will have ended it anyway, wouldn't it? So, you know, just what it is. But yeah, I've not seen it or looked at it yet, but I'm sure he's absolutely... Oh, you even get his face and reaction on it. That would be funny to see. Steve retired in the pits. That's what you're supposed to do if you retire. As Ronson is overtaken by Reese, but they are side by side through the S's, and they're wheel banging again. Ronson, not like that, is going to send it down the inside with a massive dive bomb. No, he's not. Sensible. And Luke's the hard end, and Nice Job Mate is the battle to watch, but Nice Job Mate's just managing his ERS. So there should be no dramas towards the end, but you never know, they're very, very close to each other. Let's have a quick look at Mentelson's... Oh, there's an advert, wow. This guy must have a lot...
It was pretty rough, like Mentelson's done nothing wrong.
No, I didn't think he did.
It looks like Danny Stroll has just forced Safraniak into him.
Yeah, and Luke's at the hard end. Had a bit of a look at the move there, but didn't quite get the job done. They have dropped Yeast. Yeast going to get a podium, second podium in a row for Yeast. Well done to him. He's picked up some form over the past few races. It must be his engineer. That's all I can say. Crystal engineer doing the wonders. Let's have a look what happened here then. Yeah, it's yeah, Mendelson's done absolutely nothing wrong there. Pretty sure it's Danny Stroll's fault, like we said initially, but I suppose it happens. Well, you can't not go for that if you're Mendelson. That's the problem. You can't criticise him for trying that move because it's like wide open space. No, nothing at all. And it's just unfortunate. Like, I don't think Danny Stroll thought there was 2 cars. I thought he probably thought there was only one.
There was one, yeah.
Yeah, and you know he's turned and. You know, Lucas can go nowhere because there's a car on his outside. So, yeah, it happens.
Further up the field, Lucas with a hard end is closing down on Martin Lobb.
Yeah.
Martin has a bit more battery than Lucas, but gap is rapidly closing. It's within half a second now. Matthew gets past Rice for P7.
Yeah, they're battling like crazy.
Lucas is going to have maybe one chance to properly do this, which is going to mean the last lap.
Yeah, you got to wait on the last lap. You got to charge your battery like a nutter for 2 laps, and then last lap just absolutely send it. Because you got to make Nice Job Mate, use his battery before you. You have to put the pressure on here. Is Nice Job Mate going to use his battery? No, he's not. So he's actually playing the clever game. is thinking, no, I'm going to wait till the last lap as well. So he's very good at this. I've noticed he's just good, isn't he? Let's leave it there. That's why he's going to win the championship. Great season.
Yeah, well, we have to congratulate him, Martin. You've been consistent all season and quick. That's all it takes to be a champion, is just be consistent.
Absolutely.
Avoid the carnage as best as possible.
Reese and Wrongson. That was a bit naughty from Reese. Shoved Wrongson off in the braking zone.
Well, I don't think a lot of drivers are going to be too happy with Matthew after the carnage he's caused this evening.
No, I mean, it's... Yeah, Stevie especially. It's lucky Stevie's not in the same tier, to be honest. Because otherwise I feel like a few penalty points might be coming his way, but who knows. I think it was collusion. Lucas with the hard end has got DRS. Nice job, mate. Again, not using his battery. He's saving. He knows what he's doing, doesn't he? He's saving. He'll use it. Yep, he'll use it next straight and the straight after. And I don't think there's any way Lucas can get by.
No.
Because he's got almost half his battery and he's just going to drain it on the next two straights, just for safety, I think.
And just to confirm, well, I can, that this indeed will give Martin the championship.
Yeah, congratulations. Very, very well done.
26 points, and he's going to get 18 here.
So this is interesting. He's not using his battery, and it's the last lap.
As Lucas with a hard end been disqualified?
No. What? He's not gone soft.
No, it can't possibly have gone soft. What the hell is going on here?
Race director. He's right at the bottom. What? He's gone medium, hard, medium, soft.
Medium, hard, soft, medium, soft.
He has to get P2 reinstated at least. To be honest, that's weird. What the hell? Yeah, he's gone medium, hard, soft, medium, soft. You know, he's used everything. Do you know?
What the hell?
Was he the one who used inters in quali?
No, maybe.
But if that's clearly that's ridiculous. If he's been disqualified for that at the last lap of the race, I mean, what on earth are Codemasters doing? But I feel like there might be something in the code or something that's glitched that. That's peculiar. I've never seen that before at all. Well, he has to get P2 reinstated in my view for that. I mean, he may argue, oh, the win was on, but from what we see here, there's a nice job, mate. He might run out of fuel actually. He's very low on fuel.
No, he's got like fifth of a lap left.
Oh, it's fine. Okay, so nice job, mate. Had a lot of battery, and I think I think he had him covered for the battery he had. But certainly Yeast wasn't going to catch Lucas, so I think Lucas should have P2, in my opinion, reinstated. I know he's not done a lap, but that's not his fault, is it? So. You know, what do I? I'm the commentator, so what do I know? Anyway, nice job, mate. P1, well done, championship. You know, you get that anyway. Well deserved win. Race beautifully all weekend again, or all evening. Yeast, another decent race. Let's call it P3. Schnitty did a good recovery. Glad he stayed. You know, he didn't quit at the first safety car this time, so you know he's got P3. So you know that's proof that it does help and does work. Yeah, things have ended strangely there. Very strangely, and we did see on the race director, and we will confirm again at the end that he did use, and we can confirm on the stream as well throughout, that he did use the correct tyre compounds.
What the hell?
Have you ever seen that before? Has anyone ever? I mean, no. Please, has anyone ever seen that before? That is the most bizarre thing. I mean, there's some bizarre things on this game, but that was something else. Ridiculous.
This race had it all.
Ridiculous that was.
Matthew Carnage. It had Mendelssohn being yeeted off into oblivion. It had disqualifications. It had retirements on track. It had all the safety cars.
Yeah, so just to confirm, he's done 3 stops. He started on the mediums, went to hards, then went to mediums, and then ended on softs. And he's been disqualified for not using all the correct tyre compounds, which is
very strange.
Absolutely ludicrous. Yeah, there we go. We see at the bottom, disqualified, failed to use required tyre compounds. However, we look at the drivers and go to the bottom. Lucas with a hard end, clearly he's used all of the tyre compounds, and he's not the only one to do that either. You know, so why haven't the others been disqualified? We don't know. Little Dragon Me did the same. Very, very odd indeed.
Very strange, that is.
We can even look at the pit stops. We can already see there on lap 7 he's gone medium to hard, so he's already done it on lap 7. That's weird, isn't it? It's just weird.
This is one of the strangest races we've seen.
Very odd. Yeah, well, he has to have his P2 put back, but I don't think there's any rules to we'll have to get the common sense rule out for that one, because there's no real rules to see that one. That's bizarre. Very bizarre.
I don't know. That was a very strange race.
Anyway, weird end, but good fun to watch. Congratulations again to Martin for the car. I'm going to say constructors then, they probably got that too, but wrapped up the title. Well done. 2 races to go. You can just let your hair down and have a little bit of a laugh at the final 2 races. Congratulations. Anyway, that's it from us. Tune in next week, well, this week, tomorrow in fact, for F2, 1 and crossplay. And then if you're interested, we do now a Gran Turismo Wednesday night, 7 o'clock, if you want to tune in and watch me and Darius be the worst drivers in the world. Feel free to watch. We do have a bit of a laugh though, so it's all good fun. Otherwise, have a good week.
3 times.
Yeah. Well, yeah, no. Well, absolute shambles last week, but maybe this track's a bit better this week. Who knows? But I think we just need to improve our skill levels. Anyway, have a good weekend, all. Take care.
Ciao, Bella.